Hi there, my name's Rich Chave. I fish this river fairly regularly. There's two ways of fishing the whip on this river. On the bottom with a heavy rig, and about 2 foot deep, 8 inches deep with the lighter rig. Catching two different species. On the bottom you're catching roach, skimmers, perch, dace, and generally it's bleak fishing up in the surface. They're very prolific, the bleak. They can be a bit of a nuisance at times, but sometimes there's possibly 18 pound of them there when there might only be 10 pound of roach beneath them. So you've got to pick days when you've got to fish for them. And I generally start with both methods and see which is the best. Today has been quite a lot of roach around. Okay, so for the bleak I throw in sloppy ground bait. I use a Colmic Albarella Extra Gold, mix very wet, chuck it in, and then chuck some maggots on top as well. You can basically sort of find out what they really want, the maggot or the slop. The rigs are made up on 010 mainline, 010 X5000. I've got a Stream 010 bottom and an 18 B2000 hook. I use the 18 hook B2000. I've got a very long shank and you can thread the maggot up them, so you have several bleak on one maggot. The floats I use are a slender or Borsa version, about 414 for the closer in rigs, 0.6 of a gram for fishing out further. Doesn't really matter how heavy they are, it's just ease to get the bait back to you if you missed a bleak. They make a nice splash on the water when they land and the bleak come in to take the bait. It can be quite prolific at times. You can catch them within seconds, nanoseconds of it hitting the water sometimes. They just have it straight away. And when it's those sort of days, you basically make hay when the sun shines. You've got to catch as many as you can. I've had 500 here before for 18 pound in a match, and that won me some money that day, so that's quite handy. The other method is on the bottom for the roach. I use a heavier float, at least 1.5 grams. Today I've used a jolly. You can use a 2 gram, 3 gram, depends how much of a nuisance the bleak are. But that gets you down through them and it gets you to the bottom of the roach are. And you can generally catch roach sort of ounce to sort of 4 or 5 ounces fairly regularly. I put in ground bait for that, a sticky mix. I use Colmic Black and Colmic Impressive mixed together with some soil. I use a 20 128 hook, Hayabusa 128, 08 Stream top length, and an 011 mainline. So a couple of tips for catching fast on the river is to use a big top keep net. I've got a Colmic one there. Also, I like to have a little bucket of water beside me, a little bowl of water. So when you're chucking in bait all the time, your hands get dirty. When you're unhooking fish, you get slimy. Just dip it in there and wipe it on your towel. It just keeps everything easier. You don't get messed up so much. So there's a few tips for you for catching plenty of fish on the river. Try both methods and see what's best for you.